Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to start another reading vlog. This is starting on October... Is it the 19th? I think it's the 19th. Yes, the 19th. Sorry. It's not a work day, so I haven't written the date down yet. Anyway, it's just after 8 o'clock. I've been up for a little bit. I'm starting to clean the house a little bit. My parents are showing up in about an hour and a half. A little less than that now. So I wanted to get a couple things done before. The last thing I really need to do is just vacuum up the fur balls, because they are not them themselves, but all their orange fur balls that they have everywhere. So it just gathers over the week, and I do it on the weekends anyway. So I need to do that, and I think that's it. I got the dishes running. I should have done that last night, but bad Amy. Anyway, so what am I reading? Anyway, so I am 33% or about 130 pages into Primal Mirror by Nalini Singh. Oh, I forgot to check what number this was. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I don't think it says here. It says book 8. So did I count that right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, I was 23. I was right, sorry. I was going to check and I forgot. Anyway, so this is 23 in the Psy Changeling series, or 8 in the Psy Changeling Trinity novels. So I always say start from the very beginning. There's just so much stuff that happens in the first 15 books. I can't even, why would you start anyway. But it's one of my favorite series of all time. I would say, it's one of them. It's one of the top ones, in the top 5. Let's just put that right now. I adore rereading this all the time. This is the book that came out this summer, so I haven't had a chance to reread it yet. So I am reading it again on ebook, because I don't buy the hardbacks for this. And I usually wait for paperback, but then I have the ebook and the audiobook already, and then I'll buy the paperback when it comes out. I'm just a little worried about this one because I haven't seen a mass market paperback version listed for pre-order yet, and I've only seen a trade size, and I'm like, wait, no, because it's twice as much. My whole collection, which is over, yeah, well, that way, all those, they're all mass markets. So I hope that they're going to still put one out. If they don't, then yeah, the later ones will be in trade, but I will still buy one. It just mostly because I want a physical copy. Anyway, so I'm really enjoying this one. This is it's a futuristic paranormal romance where the humans, shifters, and people with psychic abilities are vying for power in this world, and things are the big plot machinations are huge. They're like, just so much stuff has happened through 23 books. So this book is featuring Remy, who is one of the shifter alphas that we met in another book, and we're getting to know more about him. And he meets Auden, who is one of the Psy. She is a child of 2 very powerful people who have passed away, but there's something weird about her, and she's trying to figure out what's wrong, because something happened to her in her past, and it's all kind of stuff coming. But it's also deals with big things in the story. This is maybe more of a quiet one compared to the big machinations, the big plot lines, but I really do enjoy this one. I mean, again, this is my only second time reading it, so I am, as I said, a third of the way through. So I don't think I'll finish that today, just because I have so many things going on with my parents and my brother today, so probably not. My audiobook that I'll pick up after that, because I did start this just before that, but my reread brain just went, you haven't reread anything in a couple weeks. That I remember that I need to reread. Anyway, so the audiobook I'm listening to A Promise of Fire by Amanda Bouchette. So this is a fantasy romance series. I think there's at least 4 books. I don't know if there's going to be more. I haven't looked into it too much. I do own the second book as well. So I do want to see if I like this, and I am enjoying this right now. So this is following Kat, who has some abilities, and this is kind of Greek inspired fantasy where they're throwing out names of the Greek gods, and I just can't tell if it's the Greek city-state she's talking about. The names don't ring bells for me because they're not ones that are the really, you know, ones everybody knows like Sparta and Athens and stuff. They're naming other things, but she's talking about there's this far north, the more north you get, there's more magic, and down south there's not as much magic, and there is a new leader who has taken over the south and is trying to pretty much conquer, I think, the rest of it, because the people with magic have been abusing their power. And she has had a really horrible upbringing. She ran away from whatever her situation was, which sounds horrible, the little that we know of it so far, and was with a traveling circus, portraying a truthsayer or soothsayer, and this warlord comes and pretty much takes her and kidnaps her pretty much, because he knows that she is what is called a kingmaker because of her abilities. So anyway, so far so good. I like their tension between them and the guys. I always love it when, even though she was kidnapped and stuff, it's his first person, so we're just getting her side of everything. But I like that even the guys that are with him, you know, there's still some banter and stuff because, you know, I like it when it's a little fun too, but it's still, there's still problems so far. So we'll see how it goes, with the relationship with her and these warriors. But right now, they are in danger where I stopped, but again, my mind just told me I needed to reread Primal Mirrors, so I did, or, you know, I am. So that's gonna be my focus. I did want to come in and say I am officially DNFing Aurora Leigh by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. I just decided that this is just not for me. This is one of my books for Victober. It was a novel in verse. And so I got 2 sections in. I got to 74 pages, but I just dreaded picking this up. And I'm to the point now in my life where I'm like, if I dread anything, I shouldn't read it. It doesn't matter. There's so many things out there. I gave it a shot. I tried it. I'm not compelled enough to pick this up. So I will be taking out all my stuff out of here that I tried to tab it to how many sections, so I knew to find things, but I'm not invested in from the 2. It again is the life story of Aurora Leigh and how her upbringing was, and then what happens when she's coming of age and something happens there. That's the first 2 sections I read. She was just gonna go off and, you know, start her life, and I just don't care. So too bad. That's a fail for Victober, but you know, that's kind of how that goes. So the only other thing I want to show you really quick is what I just got in the mail. I had to go out to the mailbox this morning because it said it delivered this morning, but really it probably delivered last night, and I didn't. I kept checking the thing that it was here, and it didn't say. It said delivered at 5 a.m. and I'm like, what? But no, this actually probably delivered yesterday, but nobody checked off that they'd gotten it. But I bought a new purse off one of those, you know, one of those days I just felt like buying something off online, and I bought this purse that says a home is not a home without books and cats. And isn't it really cute? It's by the Notebags. I will try to link them down below, but it comes, you can get your name stitched on it or printed on it. It's printed. And then I got the wallet that goes with it. So my purse is just, I have too much stuff in there and I wanted to downsize. I don't know if I want to downsize quite to this small a bag. I'm not used to that because I really can't fit a book in here. So I thought it was just a tad bigger than this one. There were other sizes, but I picked this size because I wanted to go small. But the wallet fits in there, and then there is enough room for my Kindle, probably. I could try that. Or a mass market, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Now I'm just trying this online. What was I trying? Well, so I can fit stuff in there. They're small books. But I'm trying to carry my trades and my hardbacks in a book bag with a book sleeve when I go to work. Just so my purse isn't as heavy. I'm getting to that age where my purse is too heavy. It's starting to hurt to carry it around, and just the weight that it swings at. So I'm going to try to reduce what I have that I carry around all the time I'm going to try the small one first. I do have a gift card from them from when I ordered, there's some deal going on that I could buy another one if I want a slightly bigger one or a bigger tote bag. So I might do that, but I want to have this for just a little bit before I make that decision. But I think it's really cute. It's not perfect. As I said, it's just a tad smaller than I thought it was going to be, but I think it's going to be fine. So I won't be putting that together today. Oh, and also, as I said, I added the strap on because I don't hold my purse like that. You know, I got too many things going on. But this one has the handle, so I could just take this places, which is, I've been wanting to get a wallet that I could like reduce it down to just this. So, maybe it's still a little big for that, but I'm trying to, as I said, I'm trying to reduce how heavy things are that I'm carrying, just because they're getting in my way and they're annoying me. Anyway, okay, so that's it. I've talked enough for the beginning of this. So today my parents again are showing up in just over an hour. So I'm going to quickly get online here and make, there's a couple books I'm going to look around in my office of some used books I want to look for certain series that I'm still collecting. Most of them I haven't finished yet, but they're later books that have probably come out that I didn't know, or they're in a series I'm going to tackle next year. And then again, I have like $50 in gift cards from Christmas. So from pals. So those ones I might use for more newer books, like a new book instead of a used book. But then I have $120 in credit that I have for taking books back. So those will be more used books. I'm not planning to spend the $170. I'm hoping to spend, I'll spend probably the $50 for sure. But I think at the most I'll spend $100. But I'm hoping, I'll be better than that. But we'll see what happens. I might spend it all. I don't know. It matters. My dad and I are going to go there, and then we'll let my brother and my mom know who will still be at our house, and then we'll meet up in Vancouver to go to a winery location. It's not the winery. It's their shop location in downtown Vancouver. That's on the river. It's a really pretty place. So we're going to go there, and my dad and I are going to do some wine tasting. So. Because we're the ones who like that, and then we'll go to lunch, and then they'll go home, and then my brother and I will go home. So we haven't decided where we're going to go for that. But anyway, so there should be some B-roll in here. That was the term I could not remember yesterday. But anyway, that's kind of it. That's where we're at. I think you're up to date now for a for a Saturday morning. I don't know how long I'm going to make this vlog because I've already talked so much, and then I'm going to have B-roll. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. It could be one of the long ones because, I don't know where my reading's going to go after I finish Primal Mirror. And I don't think I'm going to read that. I finish that until tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I will check in with you later, but mostly you'll probably see some B-roll here after this. Okay guys, so I am back. It's almost 3:30. My book says my weekend is booked. Isn't it cute? Anyway, so I wore this because again, we went to Pals, which you'll see in a little bit. There was so many people there, and I thought we were going early because we got there like 15 minutes after they opened. My dad and I, drove downtown and parked. We parked my parents' van, and then we went in, and it was just already super busy. So there must have been a lot of people waiting when they opened. They're also renovating. So they're moving certain sections that my dad and I read a lot of they're moving it up to the purple room from the gold room. And again, they've been in the gold room for decades. Like, so they're moving on the science fiction and fantasy up there. I think they moved, I didn't find the horror, but I think they're up there too. Romance moved up there, and so did mystery. I believe mystery. I never saw it, but my dad came from there, or, you know, was in there. So I'm pretty sure that's in there too. So there's a lot of good space up there. They're moving a lot of the more self-help and other things kind of connected with that. I'm not sure. They're moving that to the gold room. So, which will give us more space and more different genres up in this room. It'll be probably the room that I'll go to the most now. And then across the way is the red room, which is I think it's red. That is all the nonfiction. So those will probably be, because I use, but literary fiction is still down in the blue room from what I understand. But I didn't get there because we ran out of time. So my parents came up, you know, we're here just a little bit after 9:30. Sorry, Cooper's trying to get off me because I just got home. They got here about 9:30. And then we had 15-20 minutes where we were, you know, saying hi, doing all that kind of stuff. And then my dad and I took off, and my mom stayed and hung out with my brother over on his side. I guess they were watching YouTube and getting recipes off the internet. Anyway, so my dad and I, we got there. So we got there like 10:15. Then we met at 11:15. We were supposed to, that we always check in at an hour. He was done because he had already found so many books that he was like, I'm done. And I was like, well, I haven't made it everywhere. So I just said, okay, I have one more section I have to hit. And then, which was the nonfiction. There was a couple of things in nonfiction I wanted. One of them I found, and the other one, two of them I found that was on my list that I wanted to read, maybe for nonfiction November this year. And I've been wanting to read one of them for a while yet, and I just haven't got around to it. But I've got a physical copy. And again, everything I bought was used. I only spent just under $60, so $50 of that was my gift cards from Christmas. So I used those, and then I used $10 of the $119 I had in credit. So I still have $109 in credit to pals. So if at all, I need to buy books for some reason, even though I could find them maybe cheaper somewhere else, I have credit, I'm going to buy them at pals because I have credit and I might as well just use it. Even if maybe I could get them cheaper somewhere else, but I don't want to spend that money. I need to stop that mindset of, yeah, but I'm saving money if I buy it cheaper somewhere else. But no, I'm using money there where I have credit here. Anyway, so I did get 2 October Day books. I really want to read this series next year, and I'm collecting a lot of them. I got Ashes of Honor and One Salt Sea. I don't know what numbers these are. I just wrote down the ones I didn't have. I have almost everything is used, and most of them are paperback, but I do have a couple hardbacks I got at library book sales. So these are just 2 more in that I'm going to restart this series. I did read Rosemary and Rue, which is the first one. This is like a fae urban fantasy, and we're following October Day, who many years ago I think she was like, is this the one where she was turned into like a goldfish or a koi or something? And then she came back and everything that she had is gone, and people who she loved has moved on because it's been so many years. And she is somehow connected again with the fae and in San Francisco. And that's about all I remember about that, because I read it in 2016. So this is a series I want to focus on next year. So I'm collecting books, which again, if I find them used, I don't find that's bad. But anyway, so I have 2. They're not that first book. So I'm going to reread book 1 probably in January, I think. And then I picked up 2 books that were in there. So these are not used books, but they're remainer books. So they were books that they're trying to get rid of, that they had cheaper than, their normal price. First one I got was Hemlock Island by Kelly Armstrong. So Kelly Armstrong wrote the Women of the Other World series. I think that's the way it goes. Starts with Bitten, which was a TV show. But the books I read, the first 3 I've read in that series. I'm trying to reread that series too. I need to reread Dime Store Magic to continue, and then continue that series. Maybe next year. We'll see what happens. But this one is one of her horror novels. This has to do with a woman who has a rental for vacations, and something's going on there. Somebody is, I don't know why she goes out to the house is there, but something's been happening to the house. Something's going on, and then some people show up. I'm not quite sure what's going on now. I don't remember, but I think it's horror or at least suspense. I'm not sure, but this is a book I wanted to get by her, because again, I do like her writing. I've read a lot of different things in different genres from her. This is another one I just wanted to try since I got it as a remainder price. So instead of whatever the normal price was, I don't know, they've covered it up. I got it for like $12. So anyway, I got that. And then another one that I've been wanting to try is Red Rabbit by Alex Grecian. I don't know how he says his name, but this looks really bizarre. It's a Nightfire, so it's one of the weird ones. Oh, it says international version, so this might not be the US version. It might be somebody else. But anyway, it just looks kind of cool. So these people are, they steal a red carriage, and they are hired guns, I guess, or something. And they're doing something. I don't know. It just sounded weird and historical, but with some fantasy elements to it. Because it says it's an epic horror folktale about a ragtag posse that must track down a witch through a wild west beset by demons and ghosts, where death is also just around the bend. Just sounds good. Anyway, so I got that. And then my 2 nonfiction, the only used one of Entangled Life by Merlin Sheldrake is How Fungi Make Our Worlds, Change Our Minds, and Shape Our Futures. And I've been wanting to read this for a really long time. I've just never got around to it. So they had a used copy. Again, this one is a vintage copy, but I think it's from the UK, but I'm not, yeah, it says UK on the back. So it's not the same one as everywhere else, but it was cheaper. So I bought that one. And then I also got The Salt Path by Rainer Wynn, because so many people have talked about this over the years. And I've been wanting to read this memoir of this woman who, around the same time she loses her home, her husband is diagnosed with, is terminally ill. And so they walk a path along the coastline of England, the West Coast Path. So anyway, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I decided to pick it up. What is this? Lopez Bookstore. I don't know, but it's cute. Anyway, I picked it up mostly because it tracks or is good for one of the nonfiction November prompts, Path, because it has Path in it, and is the first book I thought of to do that. But this is a really good used copy, so I picked that up as well. So these are the books I got. Maybe not as many as I could have. I spent a little bit more on some of the used books than maybe I would have, because I got a couple remainers, and then again, they weren't cheap used copies on these trades, but these were really cheap. So not my best buy, but I also didn't splurge and buy a lot of stuff I didn't need. So as I said, we're gonna try between now and Black Friday not to buy anything except for what comes in that I've already pre-ordered, which I need to count how many books that is, because I think there's at least 3, and it might be as high as 6, but I'll have to double check. I'm hoping November is going to be really small on the book haul. But again, I think I did really well, because I could have gone hog wild, because I had all that money, credit and gift cards at Pals, and I only bought 6 books. So I think I did good that way. Again, there's a lot of books I could have bought just new, but again, I didn't need them. I just wanted those books at some point. So as I said, all the books I got were either used or remainer books. So there's a discount. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so now I am going to relax on the couch, because after we went, you'll see footage also that we went to the winery, Mary Hill, that my parents are members of. And we've gone there for wine tasting before. This is the location on the Vancouver, Washington waterfront. So it's really pretty. And so we did that. And then we went to lunch at this place called Who Sing and Larry, which turned out to be a Mexican restaurant. So it was pretty good. And it was right there on the on the water as well, but we weren't outside. It was so bright. Like, it was so, we weren't inside a little, we were by the window, but we were by a divider. So we couldn't see out. It was just so bright though. I mean, you could see out like around, but not right next to our table. Anyway, point is that it was pretty good food. So anyway, I'm tired now. So I am going to probably, watch a little TV. I think tonight later I'm gonna watch The Two Towers because I haven't completed my rewatch of The Lord of the Rings, and I usually either I watch them straight, like back to back to back, or I space them out like a week. So this week I need to get done The Two Towers, and then next week I will watch Return of the King. But I'm pretty sure, we'll see how it goes. But I will also be reading if I feel like it, Primal Mirror by Nalini Singh, to try to get that done. So I think that's it. And again, tomorrow is going to be really calm because I'm just going grocery shopping and then nothing else. I mean, I still have to do some things around the house, but really it's going to be a quiet day, which I'm kind of excited for. So we will see, because again, today was a lot of stuff. Again, it was so much fun. My dad and I always have fun when we go. I wish we had a little bit more time because I did feel a little rushed because I had to switch rooms because they'd moved stuff. And so I didn't get to a couple of the authors I wanted to look for. But overall, I had a fun time. And again, I said, I'm okay with what I bought and I didn't go overboard, even though I still have $109 in credit. So someday I'll go back and spend that. And it might be someday when I just need to pick me up at buying books, and I'll use my credit so it won't hurt me because I've already got that. So anyway, I will check in with you guys later. Yes, you're cute. It has to be touching me. Look at that. Weird. And on their scratcher. Okay, guys, so it is Sunday morning. It's about 7:35. My brother and I are going to go at 8 o'clock to Winco. If you don't know, I go grocery shopping every 2 weeks. He goes every week. I don't plan very well, so I just plan basic stuff that I can get by, and then we'll see what happens. Anyway, I have so much stuff in my freezer. This week is going to be trying to clear out the freezer in my, I won't get that far, but at least make some dent in some of the older stuff that I have in my freezer, in my refrigerator in the house, because my chest freezer is just stuffed to capacity. So I want to move some of that stuff into here so that I eat that, but I got to get this stuff moved out. So I'm not buying, my shopping list is actually pretty small for me. It's mostly lunch items and breakfast things for work, and then this week the couple things I'm gonna make it's not a big thing, so it's not gonna last me all week like last time. Next week I think I'm gonna do something big as well to get me through the week, but this week is try to get through the freezer week. We'll see. Just make a dent. I just want to make a dent so I can move items over. Anyways, that's this morning. We're going to go here in a little bit. I did want to say I got over 50% into Primal Mirror last night. I wanted to watch The Two Towers. I wanted to read a lot. I wanted to do a lot of things, but I actually took a nap after I got back. So I don't think it was until 7 that I started reading. And so I only got about 70 pages. A little over 70 pages. So I didn't get a lot read last night. I did watch a lot of BookTube, and I took it easy. Let's just put it that way. So today I have to, as I said, after I go grocery shopping, I'll probably go get a coffee because I didn't get a coffee yesterday. So I get a coffee today. So I'm going to run over to BlackRock, and then I'm going to do the dishes again because, again, not everything fits. So I'm going to at least get it ready so I can add stuff. And then I'm going to work on my computer like I usually do on a Saturday, which I didn't get a chance to do all my doing all my stats and things, and my book journal and stuff, doing that this morning because I think that'd be fun because I haven't done that yet this weekend. And then I only have to do laundry this afternoon after the dishes are done. If I run the dishwasher, I don't know. If I don't run the dishwasher, then I will just start the laundry. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure there's enough. I don't know. We'll see what I feel like. Anyway, but really that's the only things I have to do this other than feed myself. So, I'll probably watch The Two Towers this afternoon or this evening. I haven't decided when, but I think I'm still going to get to it. We'll see. We'll see. That's my goal. But really what I want to do is at some point I want to finish Primal Mirror. Because again, I still have about 200 pages of this. So if I don't finish it, I don't finish it, you know. But I'd like to finish it today. But if not, it'll be tomorrow. And this vlog will keep continuing. Because tomorrow I'm for sure going back to this audiobook once Primal Mirror is done to A Promise of Fire. Because I really want to get back to this because I was thinking about that this morning going, oh, I want to know what happened. And then I have 3 choices of what I might pick up physically next, but I'm not sure. It'll depend on my mood when I get done. So I'm not going to mention them now because they could change to 3 other options when we get to that. So anyway, that's just a quick update for Sunday morning. I will come back if something happens, something changes. I don't know. Today's going to be a quiet day for me just because, you know, I did the social thing yesterday. And I think I'm just gonna chill out after I go grocery shopping, which is a necessary evil, but I have to get that done. So anyway, I will check in with you guys later. Hello, babies. Hello. Are you guys being good boys? Yeah. Looking out on your world. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I just had to come because they were both in here, and it's not normal both are in here at the same time. But I thought it was kind of funny. So, anyway. Okay, I just wanted to check in with you. Okay. So, it is just after 3. It's about 3:25. I guess it's a little later than that. I did just finish Primal Mirror by Nalini Singh. So, I listened to the audiobook while I was on sprints with Chris's Corner, which I'll link down below. I just joined him for a few to get that done. I just wanted to get done this afternoon while my laundry was running. And so all my chores are pretty much done. I mean, I'm going to fill the dishwasher with dinner dishes and then I'll run that and it'll be done. I'll do everything. Anyway, so I really enjoyed my reread. I'm one of those people who just have to reread all the time. So, which is just the way it is. And it had been a little bit since I reread. And this is my first reread of Primal Mirror. So, I really enjoyed it. So, anyway, so I finished that. So, I'm going to wrap up the vlog here because I'm not sure I'm going to read much else tonight. But just kind of as I did start The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. So I've only read the first 2 chapters. I didn't realize this was dual POV, so that's awesome. I like those when it has a romance element to it. I don't know if there's a mystery element. I don't remember now. Maybe it's just romance. Yeah, small town spicy romance. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. I just heard so many people talk about this series, and I haven't and I picked this up last month, I think. So I do want to read it. And it's definitely fall. I feel like I should read it. And it's shiny. Anyway. So far so good. I don't know if I like it or don't like it. I only read 16 pages and 2 chapters. So I will read more of this later. That'll be the next book I read physically. Tomorrow I will continue my audiobook of A Promise of Fire by Amanda Bouchette. The first book in the Kingmaker Chronicles. Because I was enjoying this. It just, you know, sometimes the reread just calls to you and you must do a reread right then, which is what I did with Primal Mirror. So I'm excited to get back to this one because I do like it so far. And I do want to know if I want to continue the series. Because when I looked at the series today, because I added it to my series tracker, even though I'm not done with the first book, I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish it. But I can always delete it if I don't. But it has 4 books out and a novella. And then a 5th book is scheduled for next year. So if I get in on it now, you know, I can get caught up before the next book comes out. So we'll see what happens. I'm really enjoying this one. It's, as I said, it's a Greek-inspired historical fantasy so far. I think it's going to be fantasy romance once we get deeper into it. But right now, there, and again, I stopped in an action scene. I don't know why I did that. At 72 pages. So anyway, I'm going to continue that one tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get a good chunk done at work. I don't know how busy I'll be because it'll be Monday, and you never know on Monday. Sometimes Mondays are dead, like my Friday was, or it could be super busy and I don't know where I am. So we're going to do that. So anyway, but right now I am going to do my rewatch of the Two Towers, you know, the movies of the Lord of the Rings. I did, as I said, I did the Fellowship of the Ring last weekend, which was perfect. And so this weekend I'm going to do it again. I'm going to watch the first half, and then I'll make dinner when I switch to discs, because I have the extended versions, of course. And then I'll finish it out, and then maybe I'll get to read a little bit later. But I'm just going to enjoy myself, because I haven't, you know, sat and watched the movies without doing something else for quite a long time. So I think I'm going to just enjoy myself today, because I got my book done that I wanted to get done today. So I feel pretty good about that, because again, I did 200 pages today on that. So, and then again, I said I just started another book, but this one I barely started. So we'll see what I get done. Anyway, so that's the end of this vlog. So this one wasn't a super long one, but we got some stuff done on the weekend. I'm just not going to, there's not much else going on tonight. So I will close this out, and I will start again tomorrow, because I hope to get in a couple of days both of those books that I just talked about done in the next couple days. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure what I'll read after that. There is still some Victober stuff I'd like to get done, and my Spookopoly is pretty much, I have abandoned the choices from that. I just don't feel like any of them right now, and I'm not going to force it. So Spookopoly didn't work for me this year. I'm just going to let it go. But Victober, as I said, I have a whole nother week. So once I finish A Promise of Fire, there is a chance that I'll pick up another audiobook that will be Victober. So we will see what happens, what I feel like at that time. Because right now it's hard to tell, because it's a couple days away. Because there's no way as I said, I might finish Promise of Fire tomorrow if it's really quiet at work tomorrow, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye.